First off, if you hear somebody screaming or some bumping and stuff, my husband's putting up the Christmas lights. I know it's really early, but it just makes sense to put them up now. It's a nice day. Nothing has snow, nothing has ice, so he's not gonna slip off the roof. So, yeah. And the other reason, I'm wearing a hat because I didn't do my hair. I didn't feel like it, but I'm still self-conscious, so I didn't want to show you. Alright, I wanted to talk today about, you ever met somebody that spits? How gross is that? I don't hate them. It's just gross. I was in the presidential classroom, for all of those who know what that is. For those who don't, it's a program for kids that, between high school, that want to, I don't even know. Basically, you gotta be really smart, and you gotta want to be involved in politics. Now, I had the opportunity to go. Don't get me wrong, you will never, ever catch me trying to run for something other than food or the ice cream man. I love the ice cream man. Anyway, I went there, and it was a week, and it was at Washington, D.C. I had the blast of, oh my god, it was such a blast. Especially because it was a week without teachers, without parents, and I just went there to hang out. Screw doing smart stuff. And I met this girl. Her name was, I think it was either Cheryl or Sherry. This was about 8 years ago, so I don't remember it very good. I do remember she used to wear glasses, and she had an 80s haircut, and she had her mom's wardrobe. And all of this, I try to give everybody a chance. I don't care who they are. And so I was talking to her, and she was nice, but she was so lame. She's like, she tried to make a joke, nothing was funny. And then she had this little problem. Whenever she had braces, she didn't have like those horse braces or anything like that, as we called them back where I used to live. But she used to spit. I don't know how she managed to make every single word that she talked a spitting word. And it was just gross. Because you'll be talking to her and thinking, please don't spit on me. And sure enough, as soon as that thought popped into your head, sorry, boom, it would land right on you. And you're like, ugh. And I met her the first day that we got there. And by nighttime I said, she's not a bad person. And she's probably, I know I'm not going to get in trouble for hanging out with her, but I really don't want to smell like her bodily fluids. And I just got grossed out. So instead of making fun of her, I just try to stay away from her and leave her there. And anyway, she was in another group than me. And she ended up being one of the speakers. Like, they got up and asked questions, and I'm like, yeah, I'll sit down here in the conference and joke around with the rest of them. Oh, and I had a professor. We call him Mr. Disco. He was really nice. He knew how to pronounce every single word in English perfectly. We loved him. He was fun. He was easy in the university. But the thing is, he used to wear this, you know, like a business suit with a shirt, right? And he would open it up, a little bit of chest hair showing. He was skinny, so don't worry, it's not like, ugh. He wouldn't sweat. And then he had this big chain with a metal about this big, and he would walk around with like a little spring in his step. And we used to call him like Disco, because every time he would walk in front of us, the music came on in our head. So you can tell by the way, you know, that disco, that Staying Alive from the Bee Gees song, and it was just hilarious. And he's a blast. He's really good. So I'm not gonna say any names. Just Professor Vasquez. You can't flunk me anymore. And I didn't say anything bad. We just, you know your nickname. In other news that I wanted to talk about was the bounty hunter Doug Chapman's racist rant. I do not think that what he did was right. Nobody should call anybody names. I try not to, and I don't think Professor Disco is anything bad. But I think that the bigger issue is he was so mad at her, so mad. And he wanted to hurt her just like he's hurting one of his kids, Tucker. Never seen him on the show, and I am a fan. I love Leland. He's hot. He wants to hurt her so bad for whatever she's doing to his kid that's the only thing he could come up with. Because for some reason, if you've seen the show, you know that all of them love each other so much to pieces, and it would be impossible for one of those kids to sell out their parent. Sorry about that, I was changing feet. And it's just, it blows my mind because it just seems to me like he's trying to protect Tucker from this girl who's mean, and that's the only thing he could come up with. Come on. I mean, if you've seen their shows, you know that this guy, instead of just reporting that this person has a crack pipe and all of that, and get with the evidence to the police department, he makes those addicts stumped on their pipes, their meth pipes and whatnot. So he's very compassionate, and for him to be saying something like that when every single episode you see him praying, I don't think he's being a hypocrite. I seriously think that girl is doing something bad, so bad that that's the only thing he could come up with doing to her. And I think it's really unfair that everybody's just like, oh, he's an idiot, he's a this and that and hypocrite and whatnot. You know, that's my opinion. And let's think about it. Black people call themselves black. I'm a Latino, and we can use, well, certain of us can get away with using that word. Personally, I don't use it. And only if a white person uses it does it become such big in the media. And then to top it all off, mostly white people get offended. You don't hear, have you heard from the Negro College Fund, wherever it is, saying, we want an apology from Doug Chapman? Nobody. It's just everybody. The media makes it such a big deal, and everybody makes it such a big deal. And you know what I think? I think you also have to take a look at his kid, because there was a girl in Alberta that killed her parents. She's in her teens. She killed them. But for some reason, she didn't sell them out. You know? It's like, how can you sell your father out? Whether he's a good one or a bad one. You either don't want to deal with him at all, you want to do something bad to them, hence what she did, but sell them out for money? It sounds to me like that girl is not a very good influence. I haven't seen her. I don't know who she is. You could say I'm black. So I just think we shouldn't cut him some slack. Well, now we should, because he apologized and retracted himself, whatever. But I do think that before we judge somebody for what they say, you got to look at the situation. There might be more than just a rant because he said it 5, 6, 20 times. There's got to be something more that makes this man, or any man, just keep on going at it. Unless we're talking about that Kramer guy, because I'm pretty sure that there were people to stop him from hitting somebody, and because, you know, he was depressed with his career and whatnot. He had nothing to do with his kids, and he should have had self-control or asked them to leave. Anyway, if you want me to talk about something, just type it in. Let me know in the comments. Please rate and comment whether you like it or not. I'll still thank you. And I'll see you later.